Coaster Crazy. I'm meeting you after a long time.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Guess what? I'm on the telly now.
Did you know Carter's Steam Fair rides date from the 1890s to the 1960s, and they've restored and repainted them by hand back to their former glory? Did you know Carter's Steam Fair are based in Berkshire and take the fair on tour around Berkshire, London, Essex, Surrey, Somerset, Staffordshire and more, using vintage vehicles and traditional showman's living wagons? Did you know Carter's Steam Fair featured in lots of TV shows and movies? Pause.
Whoever edited this vlog, could you please remove those old-fashioned flickering effects? I mean, these movies are not even that old and archaic. That's better. Please continue.
Including Paddington 2, Call the Midwife, The Theory of Everything, Salvage Hunters, Fairground Attractions, 28 Weeks Later, and Rocketman. Did you know Carter's Steam Fair are passionate about fairground art and traditional sign writing, and they've shared their skills with hundreds of people on their sign writing and fairground art courses? For more information, go to www.cartersteamfair.co.uk.
Yo, YouTuber!
The channel that brought to you Alton Towers, Chessington, Thorpe Park, Legoland, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Drayton Manor, Adventure Island, Winter Wonderland, Brighton Pier, Brent Cross, Hortons Park, Flamingo Land, Oakwood, Lightwater Valley, Pleasurewood Hills, Fantasy Island, Dreamland Market, Whitstead Park, London Fun Fest, and others. Presents.
Yeah, walk us through about this, whatever you want to say about this.
Well, you've come to the wonderful Carter Steam Fair in West Wycombe. I live literally 5 minutes from here. Yeah. And if you do follow my channel, Coaster Crazy on YouTube, you know that I've been here many times before. Like I said, there's two sides of Carter's. You've got a nice daytime version, and you've got an evening version where all the lights come on. You've got a firework display free as well on a Saturday night, and it's generally most of the fairs that they do, and they're always in a beautiful location as well.
Yeah. What's the best ride, would you say? Like ride?
It's hard. If you really like really good thrill rides, the Victory Dive Bomber is really good. Okay. The steam yachts.
That's the one that goes circle, isn't it?
Yeah, the dive bomber. Yeah, it's over there. That one. The yachts as well, and the lightning skid's very good. Yeah. You'd be missing out on the ghost train, unfortunately.
I've heard they're not working. They're doing some maintenance work or something like that.
It had an accident. Yeah. Travelling to Lichfield, but it should be back on the road very soon. But and they're amazing. They're one of the best fun fairs in the UK, and they're the biggest vintage fun fair in the world. So there's nothing else like this ever in the world. It's got a good mixture of thrill rides really, and family rides, and plenty for the kids to do as well. It's a great atmosphere. You'll really enjoy it. Yeah,
there you go, Coaster Crazy. Thanks. So hello there and good morning. Welcome to the Hayati channel. As you have seen, we just met Coaster Crazy Andy, which is actually, that's the second time I met him. First time I met him was in Winter Wonderland. So here you go, this is Carter Steam Fair. Very vintage, classic, old style, retro. Founded in 1977. And yeah, let's see what they have to offer. Obviously I can't really comment because I've never been there before. This is my very first time, and as you can see, it looks amazing, very gorgeous.
The price, I would say, it's a very reasonable price, I would say, in terms of, obviously, the fair. The rides are all either 4, 5 or 6 tokens. Each token is 50p, so the ride price in that sense starts from £2 and is as expensive as £3. They do offer some package deals as well, which you can book online in advance. If you do want to come, obviously when booking in advance, you can get some decent family tickets that also can benefit you with some free rides thrown in there if you book online. Obviously if you don't book online, then on the day you can still buy those. We just got our tokens. We bought 24 tokens.
They give it inside
for £12. They ask you if you want it in a bag, so we thought it was simpler to get it in a bag because they're going to go everywhere otherwise.
Oh, it's pretty, very retro style, isn't it? Carter Steam Fair. Ooh. And you can see it's got some fun facts at the back,
which we will check later.
Yeah, later on. Here we go. This is going to be our first ride. Still trying to look for the name. Oh yeah, it's Dive Bomber. Carter's Dive Bomber. This traveling fair is all about classic, retro, vintage, old-fashioned rides. If you have an appreciation for this kind of art, you're gonna love it. They have rides basically for everyone, but the main reason I'm here is because of the roots back to 1977, which were first started by John Carter, and currently it's run by the second generation of Carter's family. So here we are inside Dive Bomber, I believe, Carter's Dive Bomber. So, oh yeah, it's really tight. Let me just show you the restraints. Kind of tight, okay? Yeah, so, yeah, just talk about it.
Oh, it's really tight.
It's really tight. I mean, it's probably best if you're a large person. If you're a large person, probably it's best to go on your own.
It's impossible to sit cross-legged.
Yeah, if you just, sorry, put the camera, I'll show you around. That's how it looks like. You're supposed to hold this blue bar at all times.
Oh my god, I'm falling out. Oh my god.
Careful. Don't swim too much. Is that hurting? Is it painful? Oh my god. Oh sure. Let me move. Come on my side. Come on my side. Woo! It's gonna last for some time. Where is he hurting you? Where is he? Oh my god. Let me move on, man. Okay, I can't move, sorry. Calm down. I'm moving.
Just stop. Just stop it. Oh.
Well, there you
They've got all this tape around this in order to make it softer, but that is definitely not soft.
I can see they got a screw, all these old-fashioned style screw. Ah, sorry for that.
Definitely the most uncomfortable ride I've ever been on in my life, and I've been on a lot.
All right, we're going down. Hold it, hold it, hold it.
Okay, so we just came off Victory Dive Bomber, which is this one that you can see here. It has got to be the most uncomfortable ride I've ever been on in my life. They need a much better restraint system because at this point in time you're supposed to sit cross-legged, which is nearly impossible to do in the first place, and secondly you just get the bar whacking you against your leg, against your hips, and everywhere. I'm feeling very bruised right now.
I didn't experience any of the problem you experienced, so my rating is gonna be about 6 out of 10. I know your one's not gonna be that.
Mine's gonna be, in terms of ride, the ride itself is probably a good 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
But in terms of comfort, I would say it's a 2 out of 10.
You okay? So yeah, next ride. What's the name of that ride? Hayati.
Okay guys, please put your arms behind the bars behind you.
Like that?
Hold them tight, yeah, don't let go.
So, very old fashioned, man. That's kind of weird though, you have to put your hands behind. Oh, second ride of the day. I don't understand why you have to put your hands behind. Can you not put your hands at the front? Woo! I can already feel it. It lifts your feet up, isn't it? That's very crazy workout. Never seen that before.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
You have to use a lot of. That's the reason.
That's how they used to be back in the
That's
day.
why they didn't change it.
Yeah, that's
it
why
makes
they didn't
sense.
change it, no.
Yeah.
But as long as you keep your arms behind
Yeah.
the bar, you know?
I should have gone out right at the back.
Yeah, you
Very
should have
brave.
gone there, yeah.
We just came off this ride. It's very uncomfortable, I'm not lying to you. Now the reason I asked the guys, you can see on the chest camera, why they will not be, one of the reasons it's like this is because they want to maintain that classic heritage style. This is how it was back in the days. So, you know, perfectly makes sense, but like I said, it's not for everyone. The ride itself is really good. Depending where you sit, where we sat is called Brave. You know, the airtime is intense. If you want the airtime, basically you flying off even higher, then you sit right at the back, which is called Very Brave. I would give this a 7 out of 10. Ride, comfort, probably 1 or 2. Ride experience, thrill experience has to be really high. What about you? What's your rating?
Carter's Yachts, which actually is really fun. They go really high, and it's old school in the sense that there's no restraints. There's no restraints, and you just gotta hook your arms over the back of the bars and hold on, which is actually quite uncomfortable. But the reason obviously that they're not going to change it is because that's how it was old school. So you must be able to hold yourself in place by placing both arms around the bar behind you. It's a family thrill ride and it's exciting, and it costs 6 tokens.
Beautiful. So where is that? Does that go? You filming for YouTube?
This was built in 1904.
1904. Okay.
Right, and it was built for a bioscope show.
Okay.
Which was the first travelling cinema.
This first travelling cinema.
First travelling cinema, and it was used for that till 1912.
Okay.
And then it went on to Gallopers and then Dodgems.
Yeah.
But it's always been in the fairground.
So is that what's inside? Is that cinema right now? Are you showing stuff?
No. There is a picture of it in 1908.
Yeah.
And there's the engine. And there's what would have been the cinema.
Okay.
And then there's where it was travelling between fairs.
Yeah.
It had all that.
So did John Carter had an interest in collecting this kind of stuff? Is this how he came about in this Carter Steam
This
Fair?
is not John Carter's.
Yeah.
But yes, he was also interested in this stuff.
Okay.
And we've always done rallies for John.
Yeah. Okay.
Going back to the early 70s.
Because-
If you come to the one in May at Pinckney's Green,
Okay.
they will have about 5 of these big engines.
Oh wow. Okay.
All working the fair.
So wherever you go around the UK, do you bring the same amount of rides, or does it differ depending on the location?
On the location, yeah. We don't normally come with. We often go to other rallies during the year, but we're here this weekend.
Yeah.
And we're driving, having the electricity.
Yeah.
For the chairplanes.
Oh, okay.
So the engine is actually driving the chairplanes.
Yeah. Would you say every single here it's old-fashioned, or is anything modern?
No,
or is all
everything is old.
Okay, so it's just repainted.
It's
That's all.
superb order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wonderful, you know, amazing. Thank you very much for talking to me. Yeah. Thank you. Wow. So as you can see, I spoke to this lovely gentleman. All the staff are really nice here, and he gave you a brief history about this place. You can see here it's all nicely designed and painted. What does that say? Resolution and a year circa 1917.
And as you can see, we finally discovered the toilets. And he's disappeared around the side. No, he's coming back.
So because they don't do any wristband services, it's all pay as you go, and it builds up your money. It can get quite expensive. That is the reason we're not going to do too many rides. I think we only did 2 rides. Who knows, we might add another 3 or 2. One thing I've noticed about Carter Steam Fair is the car which they travel things around is actually really pretty, painted really nice, and they got their own logo. Now this park, they make their own rides. As far as I know, they make their own things, and like I said, it's all about maintaining and preserving that classic culture. So here are some of the shots of the car A lot of vans, you can see similar colors, really pretty colors in there.
So this is where they have the sign painting or letter writing going on here.
Just to mention, this is actually a bin and not just something that has a random information.
If you buy a bundle, you get with it compliments of carters. You get one free ride. This ticket entitles one person or one ride for free.
We're going to that ride, third ride of the day.
Lightning skid.
Yeah, I just want to mention, they got a really comfortable cushion. This is the first time I've been to a Walters and they got a cushion. Okay, here we go, third ride of the day. Here we go.
Pedal right down, hold it down, skip the car to the left, then release it to go to the right.
Oh, I see. Speed up. Yeah.
Come on, don't be shy, push your pedal down to go to the left, then release it quickly to go to the right. I've got a lot more speed to give, come on. Push it down to go to the left, then release it quickly to go to the right. Come on then riders, scream if you want to go faster. Oh come on, you can do better than that, scream if you want to go faster. Yeah, let's do this then, sit back on the cars or onto the bars. Hold tight, here we go. Yeah, come on, the louder you scream, the faster we go. Yeah, feel the force, hold tight. Okay riders, wait for your cars to stop please. For your own safety, please wait for your cars to stop.
Still really good, very comfortable. 7 or 8 out of 10 to be honest. You should have come.
Cool.
Coaster Crazy, he's back here. What do you have to say? You're back in the evening.
Brilliant.
This is the second time you're on Hayati channel. The first time was Winter Wonderland, and you had a beer in your hand. Do you remember?
Yeah, and I've been on your blog at the beginning here as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's very loud here.
Yeah, yeah.
You got this awesome lightning skid in the background.
Yeah.
There's no lights on it though, unfortunately.
Well, what's your overall impression, would you say, of this park?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's one of my favourite fun fairs in the UK.
Yeah.
And I've been to pretty much every one this season.
Yeah.
We missed Bath. There was one in Bath, but we went last year. But yeah, very loud.
And what's your highlight? Best ride, best thing to do here?
I like everything. I don't actually have. Waiting in the background. I don't actually have a favourite ride.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you very much, man. Nice to see you. From this starting point, I'm gonna walk around. It's actually a very short park, so I'm gonna walk around and show you every single ride as much as I can within my ability. Here we go. Now we got Grand Palace entertainment. Again, I'm not sure half of the thing what that is. I've not been there myself.
It's the signs, it's lots of different
Yeah,
signs.
if I'm not sure, I'm just going to show you anyway. You can correct me on the comment section. Okay, over there is the painting, which we have shown you already.
See, look, sign writers only.
Sign writers only. Okay, so now we're moving and we're going towards this one.
Yeah, hold tight.
That's getting crazy. So 6 token. Is that right? It's called Lightning Skid. Okay. Lightning Skid takes 6 tokens. That's part of their thrill ride. Carousel, they probably call it
Gallopers.
Yep, I had a feeling they would call that by that name. Now most of the names are written on the top. Let's move on. We got the Dodgems, which takes 5 tokens. There you go. Let's go move in. We got some of the games over there. Modern amusements. We got this one over there. If you have seen our Dreamland vlog, this is something similar that we have done before. In fact, it looks like it's exactly the same thing that we have done in Dreamland. 5 tokens. The Jungle Thriller. You can also get your tokens from there, I believe. Vlog earlier back in the days. This is the ride we came off. Steam yacht. More places to eat, candy, flowers. Chairplane, that is exactly the same one in Dreamland. Do you remember? Chairplane. Gallons of for everyone. Ooh, maybe we should. How much is it? 4 tokens. There we go. Twister. Again, we done that in Dreamland, I believe. 6 tokens. Not too sure what you do over there. Looks like some sort of ball game. Yeah. Autodrome. Kids ride. Another kids ride. Supersonic jets. That looks very pretty from the outside, and it takes 5 tokens.
Supersonic jets.
Okay, we're moving. Got more rides over there. 4 tokens for sailors. And we have this, you test your might. How many tokens is that, by the way? Doesn't really say. How much token does that take? No idea. That takes about, can't even show what's the name. 4. Oh, that one takes 4 tokens, by the way. All of that. Carter's Wonder Railway, 4 tokens. 4 tokens. Now also, they also sell all these posters and interesting things. I'll just show you. 1 poster, £5. 3 posters, £10. Collector's set of 10, 20. And also they sell books about the history about this place. This is the token booth where we bought our tickets. Alright, continuing our walk. We have the arcade section. This is the arcade section. This is the ride we came off. The dive bomb. And that takes 6 tokens.
So this, they're going to have live fireworks. For your own safety, please remain behind the barrier at all times. Oh, okay, so time of display, it was going to be 9:45 and now it's going to be at 9 p.m.
You could see every single thing, every game, every ride that they have within a very short amount of time. This is a traveling fair which travels around England in very specific locations. Do check the website to see where they actually do it and what time. This is obviously West Wycombe. You can park your car all around. I think it's for free. And yeah, I've always wanted to come to Carter Steam Fair because as I explained, it's a heritage park, but I never got a chance. Even when they came in London, I'm from London, they came here, I never got a chance. Now my overall impression, theming, oh my god, 10 out of 10, 9 or 10 out of 10 in terms of how they managed to preserve, look after this place. In terms of ride comfort, it's very bad, I would say, especially if you suffer from lower back injuries like me. But I do understand why, because they want to maintain that heritage. This is how it was in the olden times. So it's totally understandable. And when you look at it from that point of view, it's, you know, it's perfectly fine, but it's not gonna be for everyone. Some of the rides, like my partner, she you know, got bruised. You know, if you're the guy who's out there for comfort, you're probably going to be disappointed in some of these rides. What else do I have to mention? The staff are very lovely. I'd like to give a big thank you to all the staff who spoke to us, and shout out to you, Andy, if you're watching this. I know you're probably watching this vlog too. You can see beautifully how it's lighting up. Look, you can see all the lights.
So as it's getting a bit darker, you can see that the lights are coming on everywhere. Look, on this carousel here, you can see the steam coming out of the top.
You reckon it's all operated by steam? It is steam fair.
It is a steam fair, so yeah, it's all operated by steam.